What's up? Your friendly neighborhood spice here. And I am going to be going over a few things today, but actually, I don't know. I'm just going to start doing it. I mean, it's like wasted time on an intro, so here we go. Um, so, we got some good stuff. Like today, I went to, just went out and I grabbed some delicious fast food. Mm-hmm. A couple of these puppies. So that's good. Got some caffeine in me. So shout out to my caffeine lovers out there. But when I went out there, first off, grateful everything was open. I hit this with some contrast. I'm even sure when I was driving up, I went to the Schmickschmonald's. The light on the sign turned off, and I was like, "Oh no, they closed." It was like 9:58, and I was like, "Maybe they close at 10." So I went through the drive-through. They were open. That's right. I got way too much, but I like eating. I enjoy my life. So, um, so then I went, smashed my food, enjoyed every little bit of it, and then that was itchy. And then went to a 7-Eleven because I was like, I want some caffeine. I opted out for the milkshake because I don't know, I didn't get soda or anything, so I wanted something that was kind of carbonated. So go to the 7-Eleven. I was like, oh sweet, I don't have to drive to this other gas station that's open in the evening. Pull in, and I'm like, okay, there's only one person there working. Walk over to the fridge, grab a couple energy drinks, and walk towards the counter, and the guy's like, hey, mask. You got a mask? I was like, no, I don't. And I was like, and he had like this terrified look in his eyes. Like, it was like something has just struck fear into his soul. And it was really weird because, like, dude was alone working with a mask on at like 11 at night in this place that like doesn't really see much traffic. And yeah, and he was like, what was it? I'll let it slide this time or something. It's like, I'm never coming back here. Not for that reason, but like literally I don't go in that region. The place I usually drive to was closed. So I had to kind of trek up north a little bit. And so it's just like weird as heck. I was like, is this actually happening? And he, like, when I was ringing up, like I put my drinks on the counter and he went to ring them up. He was like standing away from me, right? It was like ringing him up, but like, like I was like over there, and it was just like, with the extended arm. So it was kind of shocking to me. Excuse me. But yeah, so I left there, and I was just kind of like, I want to say sad, but I was like, man, like, is this happening right now? Like, is this what thing? Like, that's not healthy. Like, it's like the whole, like, positive mental attitude fighting cancer thing or whatever, where, like, stress is likely more harmful and the catalyst for sickness in the first place. So yeah, I was like, holy macaronis, how many people are viewing whatever's going on right now with that kind of perspective? And I think a lot of it is like employees, because I went to go inside to go, I was like, I don't want to do a drive-through thing. I want to interact with somebody, order my food in person and go on about my way. And I literally wasn't served because I wasn't wearing a mask. And I was just like, we can't serve you unless you don't have a mask. And that's so messed up. You shouldn't ever have, like, we're human fucking beings. Like, we were just born how we are. We should be able to go out and not be forced to do things or else, So it's just this fear-based rule, and I don't know what about it. Like, I can't believe it. It's really weird. I don't know. It's like we're living in some alternate reality right now. So anyways, yeah, so I got these energy drinks. The dude was just frightened. It was really sad to see. But not trying to sit here and vibrate sad too long or anything. Just literally, it's like stuck with me, and it's just maddening. Like whatever is the source of that kind of like fear or like X, Y, or Z is like it's like unqualified or unfit to rule, and like I don't think it matters or cares how it actually is affecting whatever it's enforcing. It just wants more power, and like that's a darkness to me. So out there fighting some darkness today. And I guess sharing it and bringing awareness to this idea is kind of it's like I would hope to see that there's normal people in the world that are just like, yeah, I got the vaccine right here. It's called my fucking immune system. But it's just really different. Because I know we all have different beliefs, but like just respect how people view X, Y, or Z thing happening without just some dogmatic like fear-mongering, or like I don't even know how to say fear-mongering. I'll let it slide this one time. Just don't let it happen again. That's what he said. Don't let it happen again. Oh, well, you don't need to worry about that, I thought to myself. Like, I am not coming back here. This is not my neighborhood. So, but yeah, like, is that what everything's gonna come to? You know what I mean? Like we need to smile. Like, it's a very healthy thing to be able to just come in, and it's like it doesn't seem to register for like I don't want to point fingers and say employees or like I'll say minimum wage employees. I don't even want to like that's not like a different thing because it's like a normal people thing. But I just know the circumstances that I've been around or environments I've been around where like things seem to be handled differently. And it's also maybe it's just people like afraid of losing their job or doing something where it's like, hey, if you let this happen, and then it's like this long chain of commands with ifs and thens, and then every if and then that gets passed on, like weakens the actual message, and then we have this just fluffy thing that just like essentially ends up being you can act however you want, or like however you see fit, Larry. And like Larry's like, I haven't left the house in 13 years. How I see fit, you say? And like, pretty sure I met a Larry today. Well, I didn't meet him, but I looked him in the eyes, and it was just like, the moment I looked him in the eyes, I was like, something's off. He had a frantic vibration. It was creepy. So, anyways, I'm done talking about that. I had a dream. Skrillex was there. We were making music at the cabin. And, what the heck was it? I wish I gotta, like, write things down. I think it's like, I gotta be here. Like, I gotta be this me while I'm in Dreamland. And then when I'm in Dreamland, I, like, get things. He handed me, like, this metal sheet of something. It was like a pass card. Like a, hey, upload your track or share things with me here. It was like a card, but it was like a sheet of metal with, like, it was really unique. Yeah, so there was that. Yeah, I gotta start, like, screenshotting things in my head when I sleep. Because maybe, like, I have some belief that there's a chance when we go to Dreamland, if you can remember something and bring it back with you and, like, note it down. I don't know if there's value to that, but, is that, like, not a real moment? Because it just feels so dang real. So, yeah. Anyways, though, so there's that, and if this is Westworld, and you never see me again, well, there you go. Maybe I'm just like the Indian guy who kept his memory. I'll just, like, be triggered by some, like, photo of a maze or something. Yeah, so anyways, this is just a long little schnoobble doobie, but I won't keep on chatting, I just want to. What else is there? I was farming RuneScape yesterday. That was fun-ish. Other than that, I'm just, like, thinking of other things that I'm like, I'm just really not talking about. Actually, I can. With my friends developing a game in the blockchain space. Go check out Crypto Teddies. What else is there? got this challenge. I'm just trying to stay accountable for creativity. There is a remix contest. Actually, in a couple weeks, it's got a deadline for Must Die's Chaos. The song is it's chaotic. It's kind of all over the place. And it's really weird because like before sitting down to a remix contest or a remix in general, I think it's like you gotta like have some idea for like maybe like an element you really like that you're like, oh, I want to make that mine. So I could see it from that perspective. Though it's just really, I don't know. Like I'll find myself like because I'm studying like great music that I want to make and like I want to do a good job on this. There's a cool reward. Never Say Die Records. You get to release music on their label, so the song gets released there. Then on top of it, I get some merch, which is really cool. I can go around walking around. I can go for rocking some Never Say Die merch, and then I love all like I don't say all of it, but like I love the majority of the music they released, especially on the Black label. And then yeah, that's about it though. So I've been thinking about that remix contest, but it's like really weird because I'll be chatting with friends. I'm doing this like thing a day, but then I was like a thing a week, completed a week, and then my friend Panda said calls it the no zero weeks. I was like, yeah, I guess so. No 0 weeks. So she joined the club, and she's going to be creating more and sharing and keeping accountable. And so now I feel even more accountable to be more creative. And yeah. But yeah, so it's really weird. There's like a part about talking about stuff or sharing things like I'm doing this, where it's like it almost like puts this weight on you where you feel guilty if you're like, well, I don't want my today to be about this, or my tomorrow, or my next week. I have a new idea for my life and how I want to live this time. So, yeah, there's that. So focusing on that kind of, even as I share it here, I'm like, like if I'm struck, like I want things to just like organically happen. I want to create because like some idea spoke to me and like said, I can't not be created. Why? Like, like I'm here and I'm awesome and I'm in your head and you need to put me out there. And like, I've lost touch with that. And I don't know, say I've lost touch with it mainly, but like I don't know, it's just a different thing right now. I've been focusing on different stuff this last year where like I'm trying to find peace where it's like I am at peace I could be right now, but there's just things that are like in the way where I'm like I want to focus on those, but like then you like compare yourself to other people. Man, the whole comparison to other people thing. It's like I found myself driving today and it was just thinking about like, man, just like the people I'll share myself with, or maybe I'll talk with, or my past friends, and just I was thinking about moments that like, and again, it's like probably not too good. You don't think too much about the past or like live there, but like I think for contemplation and like clarity, and I felt like overwhelmed. I felt overwhelmed and like I was just like angry that I gave so many people so much of my time, and like it's like I gave them so much of my time as this thing that they wanted to see me as. So it was like really annoying because it's like how many different people and how many different times are you going to allow yourself to be just not you? And then this person that people just think you are. And it's just like completely, I don't give a shit about if it's good or bad or anything. Just not you is not you. So then you get this like, like you can hear through their words that you're seen or interpreted differently. And it's like non-supportive. I don't want to say it's like aggressive or like anti-you. But it's just like, you see me this way. And I don't want to have to correct you and change it. I don't want to have to anything because of like, I don't really know. It's weird. I could just think back. I was thinking back of like me explaining myself and then finding myself being just disrespected and not taken serious, but it's just like, I shouldn't have to like prove anything to my closest friends, so yeah, I was just thinking back about that, and it's just like, what do you think, I'm an idiot? Like in my head, which is a really weird thing because I feel like a lot of the thoughts, well, mainly all the thoughts we think, help us like hold specific vibration, which then kind of like manifests the reality around us. So it's like, internal is like really where we start to then better see the external. Uh, yeah, so I don't know. I spent not a lot, but I spent a fair amount of time with friends in the past, and I'm usually that person that's not tolerated working for somebody else, so I'll have more time, but I'll like also it comes with its compromises. So I have this completely different path that's inharmonious to other people. So like, I have this like unique wild card vibration that is just me. But at the same time, there's like also these passive things that I feel like are expected of me, like as a person, or the way like I should go about things, or I do go about things, and it's like that's not me, you know. So it's like I think, or I will allow myself to think that like maybe there's more opportunities or moments, or not opportunities. There's more moments than less where I'm leaving people disappointed and within their expectations of like how maybe I was. I don't know how maybe it would be when we got together. So I'm like, just that. I'm like, what is this? I'm like trying to think about this thread, and like, so it's just a little dumb, overwhelming thought, but it's not really something that's like deeply ingrained in me. It's just something I was contemplating today, because I don't know. I'm not sure if we do get to feel the vibrations of everyone else when they do start thinking about us or anything like that. But I do know we can choose to feel good and loved all the time, and better than attract that, and then just see within everything the love and the positivity in it. I think that would be like the greatest world. We can all kind of just contribute and feel good together. So yeah. So anyways, for the most part, things are good. Got some food in me, and I'm gonna just sit and play some RuneScape and maybe open Ableton, but I don't really want to talk about it if I do. Just gonna create when I do. So even me saying that, I'm like, oh fuck, now what if I'm just feeling it and I just don't want to do it because I said I would do it, you know? So I'm just sharing stuff. I'm glad that I have this little thing to document things because, well, I don't know. I do know. I don't want to say I don't know. I say that too much. I'd like to live again. Yeah, that's about it. I just want to go enjoy life again and experience things and have fun with others, have fun with myself, alone. And I've like drifted far away from myself, so it's really weird. Yeah, but that's good. One step closer to back to that every day, which is really good. So, other than that, I'm gonna end it there. I mean, I could just keep on rambling, but yeah, I got caffeine and video games right now. Thanks for tuning in. Farewell.